Tango, uniform, Tango. Go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Captain Zaha. We are arriving in ancient Canada. Thank you for choosing Time Airlines. The grid you see covered most of ancient Canada in 2200 BC. Ancient Canada had no southern border. There was no United States. The new border does not erase the ancient Canada that goes through it. Go along the Canada-US border and you'll lose it inside the grid. The grid does not care for the border. The grid was there before the border. It edgified the land. The land is like Swiss cheese, but replace the holes with mounds. If the mounds are eroded, the wind just blows over with little interaction. But if the mounds are edgified, the humid wind gets shaved and makes water. When the grid went up a mound, it edgified that mound. The edges made water and filled the grid with water. It is a self-filling grid, also filled by the water collected from within each square of the grid. I spoke to Mr. Ward from Ward Farms. He told me that each square had 4 quarters, that the quarters were not farms, but pasture for his cattle. He told me the quarters are owned by the government. This is one of his quarters for pasture. It is only from the sky that you can see through the wild hay. We see an ancient windshaver, midnight water maker.
You might have heard them referred to as undertow or rip tides, but these ocean phenomena are actually rip currents. Rip currents are narrow currents in the surf zone that move quickly away from shore. A typical rip current ranges from 50 to 100 feet wide and can extend 100 yards or more offshore. It can reach speeds of over 5 miles per hour. That's faster than an Olympic swimmer. That makes them dangerous and potentially deadly, and scientists want to learn more about them so we can better forecast when and where they will form and keep beachgoers safe. Here's what we know. Waves don't have to be huge for a rip current to form. 2 or 3 feet are all it takes. And the weather doesn't have to be bad for a rip current to emerge. They often occur in the nice days after a storm. They're usually strongest near low tide, but can form at any time. Rip currents often form where sandbars are near the shore. They occur at breaks or channels in the bar. They're often difficult to see, but you can spot them in areas where waves aren't breaking, or where there's foam, seaweed, or discolored water being pulled offshore. It's easier to see a rip current from higher up, such as from the beach access over dunes or a lifeguard's tower. Rip currents are a hazard for beachgoers, but by knowing the dangers and what to look for, you can avoid being caught in the grip of the rip.
I believe that they used the freshwater grip of the rip carve the river valleys.